for free tarot readings. We're trying to get monetization turned on. That's always a big plus. Now we're waiting for people to join. You know, every day I say that I'm going to put an intro screen on this thing. Isn't that cute? The Cute Cat Tarot. That's not a bad looking tarot deck, I gotta say. I have to say. Alright. So what's up, everybody? It might help if I change the footer to be purple. That's always good. Purple is always superior to green when the background is purple. There we go. Now that looks professional. Ola, what is going on? How are you doing? How are you tonight? It's Tuesday. We're warming up. We're just warming up over here. Haiti, feeling much better. Well, that's great to hear. That is fantastic to hear. Ola wants to know about a financial future. Afra, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. So we're hanging out on a Tuesday, doing some watercolor today, trying to knock out 20-25 decks before we go to Kickstarter. And Jolly, how are you? Wolfie, welcome back. Julissa, welcome back. And Queen Famous, hey, how are you doing, Queen? Let's see, I'm doing good. Jakari and Larry, welcome. Should I message my Gemini today on Instagram? Well, let's find out for Jakari about the whole Instagram situation there. Okay, let's see. It's JT Instagram. Instagram. Should I message somebody on Instagram and see how they are doing? Let's check that out. By the way, let's see. Where am I at? By the way, we did another card today. We have the card that we painted today is the 10 of Pentacles, or no, 10 of Cups. I just said 10 of Pentacles, and I like read tarot. How embarrassing! The 10 of Cups. Anyway, he's patting the booty. He's patting the booty. You got to have something different. You got to have something a bit different when you make these cards. You can't just copy. You can't just copy everybody else. You got to make it unique. So that's why I made unique. All right. So let's check this out with the light. Seer's Tarot would be perfect for this. Start out with the good tarot, the light Seer Tarot. What's going on? Haiti, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Did you have a question? My ex-husband stopped calling me, thank God. Yeah, I said he was trying to, you know, annoy you basically. Seems like he's just using you on that. JX Jr., hello. How are you doing? What's up? Can I be added? There is no list. All right, Jason, my mom, Monty, would like a reading. Jason, what kind of reading would mom like? Because if mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Denise, what is going on? Yeah, Denise scored the observation there when I posted that. GC, hello. Tash, hello. What's going on? Kristen Davidson, how are you doing? By the way, there is no list. Donations take priority. And then I pick it random. GC, beautiful background. Cool. All right. Jakari, yeah, it's been a while. Gracia, welcome. How are you doing? Let's see. All right, cool. Well, let's figure out about... let's turn that off. There we go. So let's figure out about Instagram. Should we message people on Instagram? Should we play around on Instagram and see what's going on? Speaking of Instagram, I need to message somebody on Instagram after I get out of here. All right. So, yeah, you got to have, a little booty action in there somewhere. So, Jakari Thomas. Okay. Let's see. Should have messaged Mackenzie today on Instagram. Let's see well, today's kind of wrapping up. 3 of Cups says it's all about making those connections, all about being a celebratory sort of feel as well to that. Strength says it's going to be a pretty good option. The 10 of Pentacles says they may not be 100% receptive to it. I don't think that they may have a bunch of things that they want to say. I think it may be kind of a short thing, right? The Ten of Pentacles upside down could be a bit of a short conversation there, but it just seems that making that connection is going to be beneficial. The Three of Cups is about celebration. It's about being with friends. It's about talking to people. It's about getting out there and being social as well. The Three is also the instigator. The Three has the creational aspect, like we have with the Empress. The Three gives that explosion, gives that passion, it gets things going. And that's sort of pointing us to, sure, let's go ahead and do that. Haiti, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. And so Six of Cups, again, talks about sharing. The Six of Cups is where you have two people sharing emotions, sharing things. Also talks about children, right? The Six of Cups is about children as well. So we have all these indicators. So yeah, go ahead and hit them up on Instagram. Talk to them. The Ten of Pentacles say everything may not go, everything may not go the way you want it to go, like that idealized, but it definitely says to use those threes, the creational aspect, and get that going and have fun with that. It seems like it'd be an awesome thing here. There we go. All right, want to know how my weekend is going. Haiti, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Julie, welcome. And JC, welcome as well. Wolf, what is going on? It's good to see you. All right, weekend forecast. What is going on this weekend? It is only a few days away. It can't get here fast enough. It can't get here fast enough. Does anybody, CM, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Does anybody know when Vegas is going to reopen? And I ask this because I canceled my vacation because I can't go to Vegas. So now I need to know, when in the world is this thing opening? Because I want to get my vacation in, and I really don't know when it's opening, so I don't know when to take my vacation. An awkward time that we have, but what is not awkward is the Rosetta Tarot. This is so beautiful. I'm telling you, after I finish my watercolor tarot, we may do the Thoth. We may do the Thoth in watercolor. That's gonna be so cool. That's gonna be so cool. Would like to know the results of my UI claim. User interface claim? I have no idea what that even means. Let me know what a UI claim is. It's Diane. It has been a while. Good to see you, Diane. It has been a while since I've seen you. How have you been? How is life treating you? How is life treating you? What is happening with all that good stuff? All right. So let's look at the weekend forecast coming up. So the Ace of Cups talks about getting, as we sort of moving into the weekend, getting pretty excited about that. I think we have a pretty good upswing of emotions this weekend. I think things are looking pretty better. I think you'll be able to get out and sort of just mess around and be able to do more things this weekend. Ace of Cups, the root of water, says we're able to get some things done. We're able to do things maybe we haven't been able to do before. So the Ace of Cups is good for that as well. The Prince of Cups as well talks about getting the emotional satisfaction or getting the emotional bonding, and that's going to be important as well. Jin, Bo, and Cece, hey, how are you doing? All right, the Prince of Cups talks about that emotional bonding, or, sort of finding emotion in small things, or finding some excitement, finding some good things as well, as far as the emotions go. So we have sort of this double emotion. So I think it's going to be emotions are picking up, right? It's sort of like that our planets are aligned a little bit better into the houses, and we're looking at better emotions. We're looking at an upswing. Things are sort of looking better as well. The Magus says that this weekend is all about sort of figuring out what we want to do in the next few months as well. The Magus is a master of the tools, knows what he's doing, knows how everything goes, and is able to use his skills and his personality and etc. to be what he wants to be and what she wants to be, and sort of moving into that space as well. So that's going to be a very good, a very positive thing for this weekend as well. So the Lovers, very interesting. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb here. And I'm going to say that you may meet somebody. You may meet somebody this weekend, all right? I sort of wanted to avoid it. I wanted to avoid it because I don't know. It's a sort of mixture of cards, but let's go out on a limb and let's just throw it out there and say you may meet somebody this weekend. Now, why do we say that? Let's go over the cards real quick. Okay, the Ace of Cups talks about an upswing of emotion, good things emotionally. The Prince of Cups. Now, the Prince of Cups is a very focused lover, very focused lover, very love interest. I found love. I'm looking for romance type of card. And then we have the Lovers right after this. The Magus into the Lovers. So we have all of these great cards. It really is just shoving it into my face that you may meet somebody this weekend. I mean, I'm just saying, we're going to go out on a limb, say you may meet somebody this weekend, because that's a lot of cards. You keep indicating the same thing. We have court cards talking about the love, talking about the connection. We have the power of the Magus, and we have the Lovers. And before that, we have the Root of Water, indicating something new is popping up with the emotion. Something new is creeping up, popping up. See what it is and see how it goes as well. Anyway, good luck with all that. You know, we had to go out on a limb sometime. So, yeah, hopefully not Jay. So, Mama, thank you for your donation. I really appreciate it. Do you have a question, Mama? Let me know. Brianna, what is going on? By the way, if you haven't seen my new deck, it is coming out at the end of the month. It has the Ten of Cups. Look at that. The Ten of Cups. See, I put some digital effects in there, and the Ten of Cups looks pretty good. We're going to work on more cards later, but I think the deck is looking pretty good. I think the threshold of a deck is, would I back it? And I think that I would back this one. I would back this one. It just has this unique look. Okay. So, next 7 days, CM. General reading. All right, Catherine. Hey, what is going on? How about next 2 weeks go? All right, let's see. We got general, and more general. Okay. Let's see. CM, 7 days general. See how it goes. Back to the Tarot Tower we go. And we'll do the Thoth this time. We're in a Thoth mood tonight. We're in a Thoth mood. I'm just saying, we're in a Thoth mood tonight. So, there we go. Tash, thank you for the compliment. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see how this goes. Love Maya, what is going on? All right. Heidi, what's going on? My son should be okay with his dad house for a week. All right, let's check that out. Hey, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. How will my soulmate be like? Love Maya wants to know. And Ola wants to know about the cash, Ola. About the fat cash. Got to get some information about the fat cash. Julissa wants to know about major changes. Major changes. Could be interesting. Here we go. All right. CM does not want a Thoth. Okay. CM's learned. CM's quick. I mean, CM's quick. CM has seen the Thoth treatment of Brianna. The Thoth treatment of Brianna. CM has seen it firsthand. And I mean, now she's a bit hesitant. Now CM is a bit hesitant. I mean, I'm just saying right now. Heberson, Carlos, thank you for your subscription. Greatly appreciate that. I appreciate that. CM knows if the Thoth is in a bad mood, the Thoth is going to let you know about it. The Thoth is not shy. It is not shy at all. It is very upfront indeed. All right, CM, we got away from that Thoth. We're back to a regular deck. Bartman, what's going on? How are you doing? All right. Well, the Thoth may be bad, but let's see. But this one is all reversed. The Thoth may be bad, but this one is all reversed. So let's check that out. Love Maya. This is a paid reading. By the way, we do no priority. Donations take priority. And then I pick at random. There's no list. Love Maya, there's no list, by the way. All right. Wolfie says, Bartman, hi. The Thoth doesn't resonate. I can't read it well. Yes, Wolfie, I sent you. Okay. So let's check it out the next 7 days. Talking about the Page of Pentacles. I think we're looking for a few financial hiccups. Sort of like a little bit of a financial hiccup that sort of hits us. And I don't think it's too bad. I think it's just a bit of a financial hiccup that we're running into. The Page of Pentacles, a bit of that instability, not a tower type instability where it's just like shoving it into your face. It's more of just a casual casual instability that we sort of have with things, maybe resources not going well and things like that. The Hanged Man being upside down points to looking at things pretty much the same way we always have, right? The Hanged Man usually gives us a new perspective on things. It also gives us enlightenment. We're just not sort of set up for that this weekend. Sort of going to be the same old for the next week, right? For the next week, it's going to be the similar thing as well. The Six of Cups, we just saw this reverse. Now, Six of Cups is about children. Could have some messages about children. Could have some children that you know sort of interacting with you and whatnot, but you have some sort of messages from there because we have a couple of children cards sort of indicating that we have some messages. Could be messages about something, could literally be children sort of coming in and giving you messages or giving you some information as well. The Ace of Cups talks about the not really feeling it as far as emotionally, not really feeling the emotional high, not really feeling that emotional peak, but sort of, just sort of easing into it, feeling a bit steady, having a bit steady emotional thing. It could be because of the Page of Pentacles being reversed, where you have a bit of an instability. So maybe we're not on emotional high, or maybe we're not seeing a lot of just fantastic things. But again, it looks like just sort of a normal, every average day week. The Hanging Man upside down really sort of points to this. Miss Michelle, hello. What is going on? And Brianna, hello. How are you doing? Thank you for your donations. I greatly appreciate that. Looks like it's just a regular standard kind of week. We got some messages, maybe some children giving us messages. We got some things about children, but we do have some messages, and we do have a bit of a financial or resource hiccup. Nothing big, but let's watch for that in the next 7 days and see how that goes. All right. So Mama wants a general. Okay. Let's do that and do Mama. Let's do a general spam. Mama wants a general. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, let's do something different here. Here we go. Lucifer. What's going on? All right, let's do, let's do this one. By the way, this one is the Muse Tarot. So, you're on autopilot, Tio. What's going on? What is going on? $, right sign, or clicky on that thing. There you go. I saw your Queen's card video. Always thought the King of Wands was the CEO of the company. Bartman, you disagree with a couple of my interpretations there. Bartman, I'm checking out Bartman. I got a couple of books. And I got four different books. So I'm looking at the 4 different books. I'm going through all the personality traits, and then I'm going online. And then I'm trying to figure out if any movie star or any celebrities or anything like that. So we'll see about that. So anyway, I'm just getting it from books. So definitely not making it up, just getting it from various books. So if you have a book that's totally different, let me know. Or if you learned that from somewhere else, let me know. I'm just kind of curious why yours is different from me on the various things, but that's okay. That's okay. It's always fun just to have that sort of coming in. All right, Mama talks about the 4 of emotions, the Lord of blended pleasure. I think we have a bit of a disconnect from somebody that we know. We disconnect from somebody that we know. It could be a bit of a, somebody that that you just haven't caught up with, somebody that you have caught up with that's sort of having some issues going on or something like that. But we just have a bit of a disconnect from somebody that we know. It could be a friend. Maybe they're having a bit of a problem or whatever, but it's just sort of the separation or sort of pulling apart of somebody that you know. So the 3 of voices, it talks about recovery. It talks about recovering from something. Could be a heartbreak, obviously, the 3 of voices, or it could be just recovering in general from something that has happened in the past. It's time to sort of step up and get that recovery going. A lot of times we just sort of ignore it, hope it'll go away. It's time to get started on that recovery and get some progress within that. Now we're on the 2 of emotions and then the King of emotions as well. So, we sort of have this feel that we need to connect with somebody. We're sort of meeting people. We're sort of getting connections with people. They're going to be more important throughout this. This could be networking at work. This could be somebody new that you sort of meet. This could be somebody coming into your life that is new. The 2 of emotions is always good because that strong connection. could be a family member or something like that. We just have this strong connection that's sort of moving past this and moving into this as well, right? So the Muse of Emotions, the King of Cups, it's about getting that emotion steadied. And it could be a variety of things. It could be the separation that we have from somebody. It could be sort of the recovery process that we're sort of already in, but it could be somebody new or some new interaction that we have. So the King of Emotions says we're going to have a variety of a roller coaster ride as far as emotions go. So sort of hang on tight, grab the roller coaster railing, and see where we will go with all of that. But thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, Catherine wants to stay with another general spam there. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Somebody liked the court card video. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. XX Rat, what is going on? Denise likes the court card video. Well, that's good. That's good. That is a crap ton of work, by the way. The court card video, when you see a court card video, you're looking at about 5 hours to make that thing. So I'm just saying, court card video, yeah, if you can hit like on that court card video, I'd greatly appreciate it, because that is a lot of time to make that thing. I'm just saying now. All right, Dreaming Away Tarot, speaking of a lot of time, I've had this so long. It does not come trimmed, by the way. I trimmed it myself. This was my first non-Rider-Waite Smith deck. I mean, I'm just saying, it's my first one, and I absolutely love it. I don't know what attracted me to this. I'm not really sure what attracted me to this. You know, the court card's not at all just positive criticism. Okay, well, that's cool. Yeah, Bartman, that's the thing about tarot. That's the good part about tarot, is everyone has their own interpretation. So that's why we have so many tarot readers, right? Because you can put down the same 5 cards and 20 different readers will have 20 different interpretations of those 5 cards. That's why I like tarot. I don't know. I mean, I like astrology as well, but astrology takes a boat ton of time. It takes so much time. Somebody actually, I feel bad. Somebody actually messaged me. More general spam. Thank you for your donation, Diana. Appreciate that. Someone actually messaged me, and they wanted this detailed reading with the. They wanted a detailed reading for, I think, 3 different people, and they wanted astrology readings, and they wanted it for love, job, health, and career, and something else. And I was like, that's like a 9-hour reading. So I'm thinking, I don't know. I mean, how much do you charge for a 9-hour reading? Do I want to sit there for 9 hours? I mean, I don't know. That's astrology. Tarot, you can adjust it. You can incorporate it and adjust it a little bit to see what's going on. Anyway, Alma, thank you for your donation. It's Diane. Thank you as well. I appreciate that. Yeah, astrology is complicated, but it's fun. Raina, what is going on? Speaking of fun, it's Raina. How are you doing? All right. So what are we doing here? We're just on the general spam tonight. So, let's see, Catherine Home, 2 weeks. Okay, Catherine Home, looking forward. Now that is interesting, isn't it? That is very interesting. Why is the horse on the ground? Why is the horse on the ground? That is so odd. Okay. So it's all about action. It's all about action and getting some new things going as far as that's concerned. So the first piece of action we have is sort of this movement-oriented thing that we have going on. Now, this could be your move. I'm thinking maybe that's involved with your move, or maybe we have something involved with, you're planning to move, and I know you're looking at going to Texas and all of this good stuff. I think you have maybe a bit of drama, maybe a bit of stuff sort of coming up with that as well, right? So we have something sort of happening with that. We have some progress. We have some things sort of moving along with that. But we are running into some resource constraints, and that could be for a variety of reasons. One of the resource constraints seems to be that we have resources, but we're trying to sort of get them organized or get them in the right place. And the juggling and the organization of these resources is sometimes an issue, because there's so many different things we can do with the resources, but there's so many other things that we could do as well. So it's all about choices, balancing out what we need to do versus what we want to do with the various resources and whatnot as well. So we are sort of looking at as well getting an accommodation to other people. We have some demands for other people, and we want to sort of figure out where we want to go with that. We want to figure out where we want to go with that, because a lot of times people have demands. They want something done. We don't have time to do it. They want something done. We don't have the resources to do it. Tarot Magician, hello. What is going on, Renee? So, but we do have that combination, and I think the combination is going to be sort of end up good, but we just have to go through that process and all that. So look for some news, look for some different things and all of that good stuff. So figure out how that is going. Brianna, Catherine home, maybe moving to Texas. Catherine, you said, what? Catherine, where were you moving to? I forgot, Catherine. I think you said where you were moving to. All right, let's get some water and find out. Miss Michelle, what is confusing you? Miss Michelle, you are 2 away. We have Haiti, and then we have Miss Michelle. Miss Michelle, you're coming up, my friend. You're coming up. Speaking of coming up, the wheel is coming up. The golden wheel is one of my absolute favorites. I'm just saying. I am just saying. All right. How was your live? Let's see. You're confused, tempted with another Kickstarter. I mean, I'm telling you, if you're going to back a Kickstarter, at the end of May, mine is going up there. Mine is going up there. And we'll check it out to see what is going on. Trimmed the dreaming way. Indeed. Jen, no, I don't think I'll be trimming yours. Jokes aside. But yeah, that Dreaming Way Tarot. I love that deck. I have had that so long. Talk about card quality. I mean, talk about card quality. It hasn't been affected a bit. I shuffle the Jesus out of those cards. How many years has that been? 10? It's been 10 years I've been shuffling those cards and still look brand new. That is the good thing. Oh, we're out of general spam. That is good news. All right. No more general spam. HG. Son be okay at Dad's house. Is that going to be a good thing? Son be okay at Dad's house or not? Let's find out about that. All right. Why am I highlighting text over on the other side of the screen? The Magician says it'll be okay. So this particular visit, I think it'll be pretty good. Looks like they're going and doing some fun things. Things are going well as far as that's concerned. The Queen of Cups, though, talk about that water within water, that emotional type thing. I think it's going to be good emotionally for your son to sort of hang out with Dad as well, right? We have the Queen and the King. We have a bunch of good positive things. Yo-Yoli, speaking of Texas, how are you doing, Yo-Yoli? So, yeah, Catherine, let us know where you're moving to Texas. What city are you moving to? Bryan? Oh, you're moving to Bryan, Texas. Okay, understood. All right. So the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups combination here sort of puts that emotional bonding, and things are going well, and I think things are going to be pretty good. It's going to be a pretty emotional visit. Going to have some good times. I think everything's going to go okay. So we're talking about if they're going to be okay or not. The Knight of Wheels, talking about the Knight of Pentacles, is going to be good as well. So I think that's going to be fun. And talking about good stability. So I really don't see anything bad. I don't see any drama. I don't see any bad news. I don't see anything like that. So I think we're looking good for the visit. And the Magician says that there's sort of this learning every time that they're there. So there's a learning process. They're picking up some tips about, various stuff dudes talk about, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that's going to be pretty good. I see nothing negative. I see everything positive as far as that's concerned. So there you go. All right. Bartman, you're very informative and know the tarot game very well. I'll give you that. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. So let's see. Rider-Waite Smith. There we go. Speaking of decks, this Saturday at noon, we have me, Catherine, another Catherine, and Mystic Cats, by the way. Me, Mystic Cats, and Dr. Mystical are going to be talking about how to make your own tarot deck. So you're thinking, I want to make my own tarot deck. Well, we're going to talk about the downsides, the upsides, how long it takes, how much it costs, and we're going to go into great detail on that. So watch for that Saturday at noon. That's going to be pretty exciting. I haven't seen a lot of people do streams like that. So if you have questions, drop in and ask me. Drop in and ask me. We'll answer everything. We'll answer everything. All right. Does Jay want me back? Or did Jay give up? Did Jay give up? Brian, Anna, I mean, there's all sorts of people in Texas. All the towns are named after people, apparently. All right, yeah, everybody was bugging me about this one. We got to do it. We got to do it. Because last time I missed the Dark Mansion. Everybody was upset. They were like, why don't you do the Dark Mansion? Do you not love it anymore? Or did you break up with it? Did you break up with the Dark Mansion? Did you? And I said, no. We'll read with it. Don't get excited. Okay. Looked at my collection. I got over 3 years ago. My collection expanded rather large. Yeah, that's true. That's what does happen with the tarot decks. I have like 7 Kickstarters that I backed, and I'm waiting. So, man, there's some good ones too. I'm sort of waiting. I can't get the Kickstarter decks fast enough. I'm just saying. Bethany snuck in. Welcome, Bethany. It's so good to see you. It is good to see you. Okay, what are we doing here? Got the moderating down. Indeed, my moderators are the best. I do have the best moderators in the whole world. I'm just saying, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Yo, Yoli, fellow Texan, what is going on? What questions you got? All right, your reading with T.O. resonates well with me. I think your words of advice. Ah, see, Luthien, you're amazing. I appreciate you being with us. All right, Miss Michelle, does Jay want me back or not? The Nine of Cups kind of hurts. The King of Wands, the Five of Cups kind of hurts. The Four of Swords kind of hurts. This is not looking good. I mean, Miss Michelle, this is not looking good as far as that. The Nine of Cups, I think that they are going through something different emotionally right now. They seem to be busy. They seem to be a bit busy on the emotional states. And the Nine of Cups sort of says maybe that's not a good time as far as getting back together, as far as getting that rolling and getting things back on the roll as well. The King of Wands says, though, that I think over time they are sort of moving on at this point. And it's sort of moving on. We're talking about the Five of Cups. That abandonment or that heartbreak is sort of in the past. And it's sort of something they really don't want to re-engage with or reinitiate with as well. The Four of Swords talks about taking a break or taking a breather from this as well. So I think that's sort of looking at either it's going to be a while or they're sort of in the process of moving on. And why do we say moving on? The Nine of Cups is sort of the pentacle, the beautiful number. We're talking about cups. We're talking about love, emotional security, and things like that. Reversed, linked up to the Five of Cups, recovering from that heartbreak. The Knight of Wands says they're busy with that. It took them a while. They had to just get that effort going. And the King of Wands says that they did that. They did that with knowledge. They did that with expertise. And I think that they're on the road to that sort of that recovery. So do they want to hop back? The Five of Cups reverses, maybe not. The Four of Swords says they want stability with something else. And they're looking for something else to get communication with and to get that stability as well. So I think we are looking pretty bad for getting back together. So they want you back, not right now. Of course, that doesn't mean that they never want you back. It just means right now they're on this road to sort of moving on with other things. And so that's going to be a bit of a mountain climb there if we want to go and do that. Brianna, thank you for your donation. Talking about what does A want? Let's see. BS. What does A want to tell me? And Wolf wants the Marielle. Wolf gets the Marielle. I mean, I'm just saying. Wolf wants the Marielle. Wolf gets the Marielle. It's up here, way up there. I don't have a pretty cute little graphic, though. So you're going to have to put up with it. This is the Mary L. first edition. I got this off of, I think, Amazon. Did I get it off Amazon, or did I get it with Mary L. or the distributor or something like that? I don't remember. I don't remember at all. All right. Creating my art using Photoshop C2. There you go. I've seen some people produce some amazing stuff with an iPad and apps on the iPad. So, yeah, I mean, like photorealistic artwork on the iPad. And you just sit there and draw it, and you're like, my God, that looks really good. I just wish my eyes didn't hurt from 30 years of software development has completely screwed my eyes. So, you know, that's why we do the watercolor, so we don't stare at the computer. But if I didn't have to, I would be on that iPad cranking out some cool stuff. But, you know, software development, sometimes it's good, sometimes it is bad. Speaking of bad, why are these reversed? Okay. All right, what are we looking at for A? What does A want to tell me? Wants to talk about, it looks like wants to talk about a goat with tits. We're going to say that they want to talk about a goat with titties because we do have that here. So let's find out. And a snake in the eye. Well, this is, this can be interesting. Wolf, thank you for this recommendation there. Thank you for the recommendation there. Okay. So what do they want to tell you? The Eight of Wands says that they need something. They need something, and they need it pretty quickly. The Eight of Wands talks about sort of this explosion of energy, or this fiery energy that has to get going, and it has to get going quickly. And it seems that we have a double source of that as well, right? We have a bit of a double source of that. So we're talking about the Eight of Wands with the Knight of Swords. This is an interesting combination because the Eight of Wands talks about movement. The Knight of Swords talks about movement. And they're both very aggressive, and they're both very quick. So they want something not only quick, but super quick. And that's where we're sort of headed with this. So the Knight of Swords also talks about a lack of planning, and it's also a war-like card. So the Knight of Swords is traditionally, for all the books, is a war-like card. And we don't see any, it has a bunch of other meanings. I don't see anything to contribute to those meanings, but we're talking about war action going without a plan. We don't have a plan. I think they misplanned something. I think they didn't plan it correctly. I think they got some problems with that, right? Lauren, hey, how's it going? A goat with all the bits. Indeed, we got a goat with some boobies. The boobies are in shade, but the boobies are there. So, if you want to see, you asked. So there you go. There you go. The goat's got some boobies. All right. We're back to normal? There we go. Back to normal. All right. So now let's talk about the Ace of Discs into the Three of Wands. The Ace talks about getting something started as well. So you sort of combine these, and it does look like that they want to get something started that has to do with money, want to get something started quickly. Maybe they need money. Maybe they didn't plan for something. So maybe they need a loan. Maybe they want to start something with all of that. So we have that indicator as well. Now, the Three of Wands, they need money for a project, or they need money for a plan, possibly. The Three of Wands, yo-yoli, sexy goat indeed. Sexy goat indeed. So the Three of Wands talks about the big overall picture, or we need a plan, we're going on a plan, and a bunch of other different things. So I don't know. So combined, they're in a hurry. They need something. They have a plan, but they don't have the resources. Maybe they need some help with that. I don't know. That's what we're talking about here. That's what we're talking about here with the snake in the eye and the goat. The snake in the eye with the goat, Yeah, so there you go. There you go. Wolf wanted it. Wolf got it. And, Brianna's like, why can't I get Thoth from now on? Just go ahead and pull Thoth. Just go ahead. Go ahead and pull Thoth from now on. ID wants to know. Let's see. Back to general spam. All right. Let's see. All right. And then Yo-Yoli asked a question. And I'm not sure what Yo-Yoli said. And that's way up there. I need a way to search chat. That sure would be handy, man. Anyway, my fellow Texan Yo-Yoli, repeat your question. Chat is hopping tonight. Okay. So anyway, we're back to the general spam. Let's go for, it's Diane in the general spam. We could go for the, we could go for that. We'll go for that. Do the Shadowland Tarot, one of my favorite. There you go. Yo-Yoli, I saw your question, but chat is hopping. Chat is hopping like a stream of rabbits tonight, and it's way up there. Yo-Yoli, it would take me like half an hour to find it. So since you're here, if you could repeat. There we go. What advice can the cards give me about the next time I see district attorney? Should I go and turn on the flirt? It's a professional setting, so I don't think that I can mount him at work. But I know he likes me. Okay. All right. It's professional. So you can't just like hop on him like you're tackling the quarterback, right? So you're going to have to stay professional. We're going to have to stay professional with the district attorney. I'm just saying. All right. But we got to stay pro. So Alma is next, and then we'll talk about Yo-Yoli tackling the guy at work like a pro quarterback. So let's figure out here about the Four of Wands. So the general what? Relevant things for next. Okay, we got 2 general spam. It's his job, not mine. Okay, doesn't mean you can't tackle him. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. Four of Wands is all about staying home-centric. Not really staying home, literally, but finding the comfort place or finding the place of comfort that you have sort of around. So one of the things that's going to be important is, even if you're stuck at home, to be comfortable and to be safe and all of that good stuff. But we're talking about sort of the home front. So the people that are living with you, people that losing your voice. So people that are living with you, other people that are in your home, it's time to sort of evaluate what's going on with that and see how we can improve the situation. We may have a challenge, may have a couple of things sort of challenging with that, see how we can improve the situation and move on from, some things like that. So discretion points to almost like taking a trip. So think we're looking at maybe taking a trip or planning for a particular trip. The Four of Wands into discretion sort of points me to this movement of back and forth. We could be taking maybe a short trip or going somewhere, going there with somebody as well, because we do have the home card has a couple of people in it. And, you're sort of looking at maybe taking a trip with somebody else. Could be friends, maybe scheduling a vacation where we can all actually go out of the house and all of that good stuff. But it does look like we have defined movement there. The Nine of Wands talks about blockages being removed. Now that could be an issue, or it could be a situation where you were planning something and you sort of get a relief from that now. In other words, things are opening up, things are having more possibilities. You're looking pretty good for those situations, but I think you're going to have some of those blockages lifted, and it's going to look a little bit better. The Empress talks about, again, finding that sort of comfort zone and getting out and getting some new experiences, getting out of your comfort zone, getting some different things about it, and all of this good stuff. So I think the Empress talks about the creational aspect. Again, it could be part of this trip. We could be meeting somebody during the trip. Could be planning. We could be going on a trip and learning more about some other people. So it's a pretty interesting combination there. Miss Michelle, thank you for your donation. I really appreciate it. All right. Is it ending or going to end with Jay and the other person he went with? All right, let's check that out. Miss Michelle, thank you again. I appreciate that. So you had Jay want me back, and I said no. And now we're finding out if Jay is going to be ending with the other person that he left with. All right, so it's time for AK and more general spam. Let's find out about that. All right, so let's use the good old-fashioned, everybody loves the Tarot in Wonderland. Check it out. Miss Michelle, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. All right, that was kind of a very sweet reading without you realizing it. A is my guide. He has a plan. Thank you. Well, there you go. Well, I'm glad that your guide has a plan and is helping you out. You know, he's not a lazy guide. It seems like he's doing stuff. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing. All right, let's check it out and continue on. So Yo-Yoli wants to know about tackling the district attorney at work. We'll do that in just a minute. That is always the fun reading of the night. So where are we going with this? We're going with a lot of reversed cards. You're in a good mood today. I'm always in a good mood. I got, I got the watercolor done. Every time I get some art done, it puts me in a good mood. See, I was just out of the art scene. I wasn't wanting to create any art, and then I had the tarot deck idea. So if that does not get funded, that's going to be a problem. But the good news about Kickstarter is anything that is Rider-Waite centric just sells. I mean, you get a lot of backers. So hopefully that'll stay true for this. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, the Queen of Cups, we just talked about this. It's water in water. Water in water into the Devil and into the Star, into the Three of Swords. Well, that is interesting. So I think you're going to have some weird relationship turnaround here. It's not looking good for the weird relationship turnaround. The Queen of Cups says we're sort of addicted to somebody, or we're sort of attached to somebody, and it's sort of important to us. And we're riding that good feel, that wave of energy, that wave of emotion, right? From the Queen, the water within water. The Devil reverse says it didn't quite work out how we wanted it, though. It's not really working out. It's not going to work out how we sort of want it. I think we have sort of a one-way thing, right? It's sort of like if you're Yo-Yoli and you tackle the person at work and then they throw you off like a running back, right? So, and then you hit the floor hard at work. It's sort of like that. It seems like you just got thrown off. You got thrown off like a running back. The Devil reverse says it wasn't quite what you expected. It wasn't quite what you expected, so we're having sort of a difficulty with it. The Star says you're not really sure what to do next. We don't really know where to go next. We're sort of confused as to next steps. The Three of Swords, we've been trying to avoid maybe some heartache. We've been trying to avoid some sort of a difficulty with that. But a lot of times that's going to be, not something that we want to go forth with. But the Three of Swords, we're trying to avoid some stuff. We're trying to get some stuff where it's not as bad, but it looks a bit challenging. So it seems we just have some emotional challenges, some emotional things sort of going on with that as well. So there we go. So you may be finding someone. They may not turn out to be the person that they are. Maybe either they didn't quite work out the way you wanted it to, or they didn't have as reciprocal feelings that you wanted as well. But we could be looking at some interesting times there. All right, Yo-Yoli wants to know about tackling the man at work like a linebacker. Let's find out about that. All right. Well, Jinbo has a very specific question. Okay, Jinbo wants to know, what is the tarot deck third row? Third row from the top or third row from the bottom? Or does it matter? 1, 2. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Okay, middle. Third row, second in. So this one? Do you want to know this one? This is the Hermetic Tarot. That one is the Hermetic Tarot. There you go. All right. Okay. So now that we handled that, speaking of which, might as well use it. If we're going to tackle the man at work, we might as well use the Hermetic Tarot. I really don't think that there's a good tackling the man at work deck. I really don't think so. I mean, I don't really know. Jinbo says yes. Okay. The funny part is I'm in like a scientific field within IT. And yet my stupid self said, do you mean the third row from the bottom or the third row from the top? Yeah, it's one of those nights. It's one of those nights. It is. It's one of those nights. At least I got a watercolor done before my brain collapsed. At least I got a watercolor done before my brain just shut off. That's the good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. So are we tackling this particular person or not? Let's see. Do we have tackle cards? Do we have good, friendly tackle cards? Oh, the Four of Wands, the Lord of perfected work. That's going to be a problem. That's a tackling issue. The Princess of Cups. Ooh, that's sort of a tackling issue as well. The Two of Cups being reversed is a bit of a tackling issue as well. The Seven of Swords sort of means you need to get out of that. You need to get out of that. Okay. So a full-on tackle seems to be gone. It seems to be out of the picture completely. I would get that, and I would just make that disappear just like a magic trick, right? I would make it disappear just like a magic trick. Like if you were doing, for example, the money trick. You had $1, $2, $3, $4, and $5. If you had the money trick, right? So you have the money trick, and see, look, Brianna, I didn't flash. And then you go like that. And I didn't flash. All right, this. Why am I doing that? After my brain shuts down. No, I don't think that tackling looks good right now. That's going to be bad. Again, we're talking about maybe throwing you off like a defensive end. Could be throwing you off like a defensive end. And that's not going to be prudent right now. So, should you be flirting? I don't think so. It seems you should get out of the situation entirely. So, I'm just saying, we should get out of the situation entirely. You probably want to hang on. I'm just saying, you probably want to hang on and not do that. That's not prudent. That's not prudent. Okay. So there we go. So there is your reading. That would be not recommended at this time. You just want to hang on for a bit. All right. Does he want to reconcile or not? Does he want to reconcile or not? Let's find out about that. He may, or he may not. Or he may not. You don't know until you get... Not this. The Deviant Moon Tarot. It has been a minute since we've done Deviant Moon. I do enjoy the Deviant Moon. Good because I've never done it. Well, that's good. You've never done the full tackle. But yeah, it seems that you want to hang on and do a Seven of Swords there and just get out of that situation and probably not pursue it because there was a lot of cards that just didn't look good at all. So as far as a yes or no answer, should you go on flirt? He likes you. I would just hang on for a bit. Delay it. Hang on for a bit and hope for the best later. We'll reevaluate it later. Yo-Yoli, I'll give you another reading later. You just let me know when you're ready for the reading part 2 and we'll see if the situation has changed. But right now you want to hang on. All right, Lauren C. wants to know, does he want to reconcile or not? The Deviant Moon says absolutely. Woo, that is nice. Carms, Reiki Healing. Hello, what is going on? First time to your channel. Well, please hit that like and subscribe button, Carms. We have 700 videos. That's a lot of videos, Carm. That's a ton of videos. I teach you how to read court cards. I teach you my tarot system to where you can read court, or you can start reading tarot tonight. You don't have to memorize 500 things. It's nice. I teach astrology. I teach all sorts of cool stuff. So thank you for your subscription. I greatly appreciate it. 700 videos is quite a bit. So yeah, I think they do want to reconcile. This is looking pretty good. We want to return to the Wheel of Fortune or the cycles that we had, the relationship that we had. We want to get that back and get that return and get that passion back, right? The Fool talks about going on a new adventure. I'm ready to do that. I want things back to where they were. The Fool says, I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to jump into something. I'm willing to get that passion going, jump into something. Does it work out? We don't know, but I'm willing to take the chance. I'm willing to walk off the edge and take the chance. The Empress talks about love, talks about feeling loved and getting that receptivity and getting that empathy and getting that connection going as well. The 3 is also a beginning or sort of a birth of something new. So, I mean, we have all of these indicators about I want to get it done and I want to have fun with it. So I think we're looking fantastic for that. As far as reconciliation goes, Lauren C., that is looking fantastic. And I would definitely recommend that. There's a lot of good looking cards there. Elizabeth Juarez, hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the madness indeed. All right, so Miss Michelle, okay, so Jay went off with somebody else. Are they going to end it or not? What's going to happen with all of that stuff? Is Jay going to break up? Are they going to break up? Or what's going on? Angela, have I found all my biological siblings? Well, that's interesting. That is an interesting question. I am adopted, so I can relate. What haven't we used? We haven't used the slow tarot. We'll try that. The slow tarot is, it has been a minute since we have used the slow tarot. So what cards should I work on next? What cards should I paint next? Throw a vote. Throw down some votes about what you want to see next. What is your favorite card? Like, what's your favorite card that you absolutely can't stand to be without? You can't stand to be without. Bartman, I may not release the Kings. I may do a summary video to where we start reversing cards and we start doing practice readings, sort of make you wait. Just make you wait just because. All right, so there we go. The slow tarot. What are we looking at for the slow tarot as far as this goes? So are they going to break up? So Jay ran away with another person, and now we want Jay back. We do. Elizabeth, this is my tarot tower, Elizabeth. It holds 50 decks of cards, and I teach you on my channel how to make this. I got design documents. I show you step by step how to make it, and it only costs $20. So if you want to make one of your own, you can do it tonight for $20. I mean, I'm just saying, go check that out. Okay, so if they're going to break up with their new lovers or not, the Page of Coins. Now, that is interesting. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. I'm going to say yes. We have a lot of action here. And Yo-Yoli, the Queen's video was released today. Yo-Yoli, I thought you were subscribed. You got to turn on that bell. You got to turn on the bell, the little ding bell, and that way you get all of my annoying notifications every time I finish a card if you turn on that bell. I mean, there's nothing better than being annoyed by TarotOracle. So I think that they will be breaking up. We have a lot of interesting cards sort of in here that we're sort of looking at, right? So the Knight of Swords, again, talks about let's abandon it. Let's move on. The Knight of Wands, we have hit an obstacle. We're injured. We have hit an obstacle. We're injured. I don't think things are working out quite the way we want it. We need to get out. Not only once, but twice. The Knight of Swords says we need to get out in any way possible and do it quickly. And do it quickly. And the Eight of Wands, by the way, the Eight of Wands talks about that movement away as well. And they're both sort of moving different directions, which is interesting. So let's talk about the different directions, because this is going to be important for Ms. Michelle. The Knight of Swords is headed back to the injured and bruised Nine of Wands. What does this mean? Right? We're talking about we abandon it. We left without a plan. We have this warlike nature. The Knight of Swords also talks about ending and new beginnings. So we're going back to our injury. We were injured in this. So it means a recurring relationship, a relationship that's off and on. I think that they're going to be off and on, not immediate. I mean, they're not going to break up tomorrow and then get back the next day. Although, by the way, my best friend is a Scorpio, and I swear to God, she breaks up with her boyfriend like every week. I'm not even kidding. So anyway, we're going back. Even though we're injured, we're going back. they're going to do that a couple of times, and then they're going to completely abandon it. The Eight of Wands says we're just going to get out of the situation. We're going to get that movement and move out of the situation where we don't have to deal with that crap anymore, right? But the Page of Coins says they like the stability. They like a bunch of different things with this. So we're moving for messages about being injured, messages about being broken up, and all of that other good stuff. Carms, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. So yeah, they're gonna break up and come back together a couple of times and then basically end it. So there you go. They're a bit addicted to each other right now. And even though they may be having problems, even though they're going to abandon it, I think they're going to come back and try it again. Try it again and see what happens. Yeah, this is not the best night for magic or anything else. Let's see. CRH. Is my ex thinking about me? Well, let's find out about that. Well, I misspelled about. Isn't that fun? Wow, this is laggy. All right, check it out. And let's see what's happening with that. For this one, we'll do a Chiro. We'll do the Chiro. We have to do it occasionally. I don't have a cute little graphic for the Chiro. I don't. I do have the love screen. Does everybody like the love screen? Are we pajama free? Yes, we are. See, Brianna, we moved the camera up this way about 3-4 inches. And now we are always pajama free. Pajama free. I'm just saying. Well, at least 2 tarot towers, indeed. Eve's channel, welcome back. Hey, how are you doing? Rob, love the setup here. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. All right, so let's check this out and find out how we're going to do about the ex still thinking about me or not. Is the ex going to think about me, or is the ex moved on, or is the ex just not interested anymore? Well, the Six of Cups, that is an interesting combination there, right? So we're looking at the Eight of Wands again. Seems to be on every reading. I don't know why, but the Eight of Wands is back. So the Two of Wands, or the thinking about me, the Six of Cups says maybe. The Eight of Wands. I think they want to come back. I think that they want to come back, but not right now. So your ex Harper is thinking about you indeed. It's almost like they want sort of a friends with benefits thing. A friends with benefits thing. That's what we're sort of seeing here, right? Why do we see friends with benefits? We have judgment, the rebirth. I want to restart things. I want to get things going. But then the Eight of Wands, I don't want to hang out for long. The Eight of Wands, I want to abandon, or I want to get out. So let's get in, let's get out. Friends with benefits. Nothing serious, nothing in that realm as well. So it seems that they sort of want to, get in and get out, maybe a bit of a friends with benefits type thing, right? So the Six of Cups talks about the mutual reception or the exchange of love, the exchange of emotions, right? So, there we go. Jin Bo, PJ free equals naked. No. See, if you get the camera and you move it this way, you can see my pajamas. So there's pajama drama. Hey, that rhymes. There's pajama drama. And so to avoid that, I move the camera up a little bit. And now there's no pajama drama any longer. So there we go. But we're talking about the mutual reception, the Six of Cups. But the Six of Cups is an exchange as well. We have an exchange feeling, a rebirth of a relationship, and then getting out. So we hit it, and then we quit it. So it seems to be sort of what we're looking at here. The Two of Wands, dominion. I like the situation. I want the situation on my terms. On my terms. Crystal Davis, hello. What's going on? So we do have a hit it and quit it. Friends with benefits. I want it on my terms because I'm the dude or whatever. Six of Cups. I want an exchange of things and all that good stuff. So yeah, they are thinking about you. If you want to hit it and quit it situation, then that'd be okay. But that's sort of what we're leaning at. That's sort of what we're leaning towards within that as well. So let's go back to the zoomed in and go to Crystal Davis, and then we'll be done. Crystal, thank you again. I appreciate that. Top half appeared as short shorts. Didn't realize the whole show like it. That's too funny. All right. Yeah, Some people are good with hit it and quit it. Some people are not so good with hit it and quit it. CD, will my DM Dungeon Master? Will my Dungeon Master and I reconcile? Let's find out about that. Okay. Let's see. What's a good Dungeon Master card? The Bonefire Tarot would be good for this. I do like a Bonefire Tarot. All right. The audience noticed the short shorts. I imagine they did. I like watching the news bloopers. They're really funny. I like watching those. Okay, let's see. Eve's channel got here late. That's okay, Eve's channel. I'm here every day. Eve's channel, I'm here every day. Love Maya, if you didn't get your question answered, I'm here every day. So come back if you didn't get your question answered. We will check out your question tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Wednesday, hump day, the middle of the week. What card should I paint? I need a good suggestion. Like, what's your favorite card? A card that you would want to see if you came into Kickstarter and you were like, what is that fat guy doing with the painting all the tarot cards? Where is my card, the something? So let me know. Sonny, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Will he move out? Okay. We're hoping for the Seven of Swords on that one. So, will the Dungeon Master and I reconcile? The Queen of Wands says that's going to be a bit difficult with the Empress as well. The Queen of Coins, the Five of Cups, says it's not really in the cards. I mean, we're not really in the cards here. It's not really in the cards. The Hermit. I haven't seen the Hermit in forever. That is a good idea. Three of Swords. There we go. Cool. I'm going to say no. Will the Dungeon Master and I reconcile? I'm going to say no. I think we have a bit of a difficulty getting that done. So, oh, man. All right. So the Queen of Wands. We have a lot of stuff going on here, and we got limited time to talk about it. The Queen of Wands reversed really sort of puts me in this mood to where I don't like seeing the Empress reversed after it. It's like, if we do this, we're looking at a heartbreak. If we do this, we're looking at problems. Do we want to try it anyway? Maybe. Do we want to try it anyway? Maybe. We just sort of have difficulty getting it done. We have the Queen of Coins is right side up, but the Queen of Coins doesn't do a thing. The Queen of Coins talks about it and talks about it and talks about it some more. Do they do anything? No. We have nothing but just indications that we're having problems getting that started. So, man, I wish the Queen of Coins was reversed. That would have been better news. That would have been better news, but the Queen of Coins is she's a bit of a bear. If you have not been to INTP Central, go right now. It is hilarious. So the INTP, right? Myers-Briggs INTP, they go into the most intricate detail that you could possibly imagine, but they never actually do anything. So they will plan down to the minuscule pixel of how to draw a tarot card, but they'll never do it. They'll never, ever do it. But they will have the most detailed analysis of it you have seen in your life, but they never actually do anything. So I had two INTPs at work one time, and people got rid of both of them, so they got the boot. But they were late on everything. Dungeons and Dragons. Well, I imagine DM doesn't stand for Dungeon Master, but I insert humor. I mean, I try to be humorous occasionally, but I try. Sometimes it's not successful. Look what I saw. The Dulac. It has been, how long has it been since I did Dulac? It has been like a decade. I feel like the Dulac Tarot has been just neglected at this point, and I feel bad because Edmund Dulac is just such an amazing artist, and I mean, I feel guilty. I feel like I've abandoned a friend. I mean, I do. I feel like I've abandoned a friend by not using. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing to the dude like, I just haven't used them. I just haven't used them. Denise, you're quite welcome. Denise, thank you for being here. Denise, you're so supportive. Denise and Brianna and Bartman and Renee and Raina and Elizabeth and Sunny and Hikate's Crossing, Wolf and Larry. Everybody's so supportive. Like, when I started doing this, I never knew just how supportive everybody would be and how many people would be hanging out. This is so great. It is so great. I have the best hobby in the world. I really do. All right. Well, you know, as far as Willie's going to move out or not. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's, you know, that it's going to be difficult to get him out. It is going to be difficult to get them out. They're hanging on like dear life. It seems like they're willing to take the heat as far as, you know, I love being in this location. And if I need to take a little heat, then I'll do that rather than leave. So we got a bunch of negative indicators here. They like being there, but they don't like some aspects of being there. The Lord of Blended Pleasure. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But that 10, they're willing to fall on the sword to stay there. What do you got going? Sonny, do you got like a tree that grows money over there or something? Or what's happening? What's happening that you can't just boot this person out? Can't just boot them out. You got to give them Das Boot. You have to give them Das Boot. I mean, I'm just saying. So anyway, you're going to have a rough time getting them out. They're willing to fall on the sword. They like some things there. They want to stay there. And you have a bunch of negative indicators here that trying to get them out is going to be kind of difficult. So they're hanging on for dear life. They're hanging on for dear life. I think that they expect things to change. I think that they think everything is temporary. If it went wrong, that's okay. Sonny, that's okay. It went wrong. We'll work it out. We'll be okay. But yeah, if you're ready to boot this person out, I don't think things are going to be okay. They think they will, but they won't be. Anyway, yeah, you're going to have to do some sort of like a Benny Hill skit. You know, Benny Hill, where they're chasing each other around the building. I think you may have to do one of those. So we had in my video game I play, we used to have this really mean guild master in World of Warcraft. And what he would do is when we booted somebody from the guild, he would boot them and then he would apologize to them and re-invite them. And when they joined the guild again, everybody would yell, "Welcome boot, welcome boot." And then they would boot them again. So it was mean, but you may have to resort to that to get them out. I don't know. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you tomorrow.